In developing our Porter assessment for advanced auto parts, we established that the Porter analysis was a tool for us to access the intensity of each force within the automotive repair industry. And we would do this by measuring Advance's ability to compete in each area within the automotive repair industry. Also, we established that Porter developed this model to point out five factors that impact the business domain. First, you talk about the competitive rivalry. Second, the supplier power. Third, the threat of the buyer power. Fourth, the threat of substitution within the industry. And fifth, and finally, the threat of new entry within the industry. Which were first, when conducting our Porter assessment, we identified our rivals of advanced auto parts, which include AutoZone, O'Reilly Auto Parts, the Rock Auto website, and Napa Auto Parts. We determined that each rival of Advance Auto Parts has certain competitive advantages within the industry that give them a clear advantage ahead of Advance. This includes the completely online based companies like Rock Auto. Also, other rivals within the industry like Napa and O'Reilly experience local familiarity with their customers and gives them a customer base that is very loyal to them. While Advance is an older company and does experience this loyalty with long-term customers, they do struggle in the area of new recruitment. Overall, the threat of rivals within the automotive repair industry is very high for Advance and should be something that they keep on their radar for the near future. Next, we looked into the threat of substitutes within the automotive repair industry, which is another high concern for Advance. We figured out that many of their substitutes offer a distinct approach for parts and repair service that Advance was somewhat late to the party to. These substitutes were oftentimes making available more flexible and cheaper options, which were available online, which Advance eventually caught up to. Also, there was many more DIY opportunities during the COVID-19 pandemic. Many people were creating new at-home routines to repair and establish new upgrades to their cars, and this was a huge threat to Advance and their part in the automotive repair industry. Next, we assess the threat of new entrants within the automotive repair industry. And our research had a lot to do with the electric vehicle market and its explosion over the past 5 to 10 years. And this has created many issues within the automotive repair industry. Electric vehicles create such a huge threat to Advance in their industry because of the composition of the electric engine and how different it is from the traditional combustion engine. The main issue with the different parts within the electric engine is the composition of serious, dangerous metals because of all the power that is in the battery of the electric vehicles, which creates major liability issues and makes the engineers need to learn completely new training methods and ways to fix the new electric cars. Next, we discovered the threat of the power of suppliers for Advance. Advance doesn't obtain many suppliers outside of themselves because they utilize what's called supply chain grouping. We found that Advance's only two significant suppliers were the company Bosch and Denso. And because Advance had so limited suppliers, they obtained most of the power over these suppliers. And lastly, we looked at the threat of the power of buyers, which was another medium threat against Advance. Advance Auto Parts buyers are mostly involved with relationships and business partnerships that Advance has with huge conglomerate, large corporations. An example that we found of one of these partnerships was advances linked to Walmart and how Walmart allows them to have a unilateral supply location. And also, they did a promotion with Walmart that allowed customers to have a discount on certain items. The threat of the power of buyers for Advance is only at a medium level for us because most of Advance's sales are made directly to customers. So, overall, through our Porter assessment of Advance Auto Parts, we were able to gain a new understanding of where Advance stands within the automotive repair industry and what threats that they face currently